Hello, grade 6. Welcome to our project. Today I'll be introducing to you our summative for this quarter, and it is one of the best ones you'll ever get to do in my class. It is called the Disney Project. And so this is the information, the outline, this document you can find in ManageBack with any other instructions and videos that you might need in order to do this well. We've been spending a lot of time through different things like our family tree project, timeline creation, researching about the Holocaust, about humans and dinosaurs, and all those types of things. And we're building up our skills and our tools in order to do a project like this, where we'll use them all in order to check the authenticity of how Disney has been telling stories. And so what this project entails is for you to choose a Disney movie that is a story about a historical event. So I'll send you a list of those or include those in the description in our ManageBack assignment. And from that description, you'll choose one. Maybe it's Mulan or Anastasia or something, a story from history, Robin Hood. And you'll take it and in 3 paragraphs or more, you'll write a summary. Okay, summarize the story, make it really short for someone like me who maybe hasn't watched it. And then from there, you'll determine the origins of the real story. So where did it come from, right? Who's the author? Is it based off of a true story? Is it from China, right, Mulan, or is it from England? And then you'll be determining, you'll make a statement, and that is how true to the tale did Disney state. And you will make a statement after you've done all the research and stuff later, but this is part 2, of if you believe the Disney story to be a good telling of the story of Pocahontas or of Mulan or whoever it is. So you'll watch your movie, write a summary, and then you'll begin to research it. And so with that, you'll find inaccuracies in the movie. You'll find primary sources that will tell you maybe the true story of what happened, maybe artifacts of things like buildings or weapons that were used during that time, or maybe maps, landmarks, things like that that help us understand stories better, or primary sources to help us identify if there are inaccuracies in the Disney story. Obviously, things like animals talking, okay, those, like I think of Robin Hood, the animals are the people in the story. So some of them, like Robin Hood, is depicted as a fox, right, to go with this character of sneaky, and foxes are sneaky. And so we aren't looking at people being animals or things like that. We're looking more at storyline. We're looking more at structure, like how were the castles built in that time? What about the roads? What about somebody having a guitar long before there was a guitar? Or maybe the Wall of China was built the wrong time for the Mulan story. I don't know. You tell me. And then from there, you'll determine the setting of the story, the architecture types. Are these accurate? Look through the setting. Are there any misrepresentations? Are there any people who were added that maybe weren't even alive at the time, but they added into the story to make the story better? We want to know, how is the story off? How reliable is this Disney telling of the real story? So you'll need 2 primary sources at least. This will probably be a copy of the original story, ballad, or drama, maybe like you can see the examples there, but there will be lots of different primary sources. You'll need at least 2 in order to do this project, because we base our information and our understanding off of facts. And then, of course, as you're watching the movie, you need to create a timeline of the story based off of the Disney story. So contain 10 or more major parts of the movie in a timeline, proving to me that you know how to make a timeline. After that, you need to put all your sourcing into your works cited page and hit send into ManageBack. Voila. After you've done that part, you can continue. Kyle just sent me a message with making the landscape in a box. So I have a few examples. I'll send pictures of that to you. But the landscape in a box is you creating a scene from the movie. In this movie, maybe it's when Robin Hood is robbing the king's palace or something like that, and then you'll recreate it out of cardboard in a box, and then each person will have a number on it, or each item will have a number on it. And so as you give your presentation, somebody can go to your user guide, which has 1, and that would be Robin Hood, and they can read Robin Hood was this. This is the true story of him, or whatever. Number 2 might be Little John. Number 3 might be maybe a brick or a castle, and be like, this isn't the right era, but this is the castle in which King John lived, or whoever. And so you'll create a user guide, create a presentation on it. At the end of your entire project, and we'll talk about this more in class, you will have time to come back and forth, but you will have to make sure you have done all of these things on the checklist before you submit. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you in class tomorrow.